It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Sam Howell.
Shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions. And you want the ratio really be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Howell. There's Chris Olave. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Third down and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's
third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. That'll be dumped off to Vaughn, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now throwing on first down here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Second down. Howell now. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Howell throwing on third down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. He'll get this to Vaughn underneath. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Howell. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Broncos hit 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they look at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Josh Palmer, the intended target. And it's second down. When you look at this defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Josh Palmer, 52 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Rodgers' throw complete there to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now Rodgers gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Every single person.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw, Howell. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And they'll play keep away from the returners. This will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Rodgers going to throw. This pass caught by Gray. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Rodgers.
It's just like, you know what I'm saying? They just, practicing.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to pump this one away.
Expect something bigger and better from you, dog. It would be
Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Those were some great times.
2nd and 6.
Y'all was in the meeting? I'm sorry.
Algier now up the middle. Fights through it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Off play action. It's Howell. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, Bills. Chris Olave. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Palmer. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Short throw to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Rodgers now on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Gray from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there. both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Rodgers throw complete there to Thomas.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Complete. Smith has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
That's taken in by Palmer.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
The rest of you have a choice.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Did you think I would trust you?
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
And it's caught. 5
yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Howell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And
when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Just so you know, Tiny Ted's brain.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Raekwon Davis. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they go play action with Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
3rd and long, here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Howell's throw complete here to Waller.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second down, Howell back to pass. That one is slant to McLaurin.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And Howell will throw it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Leonard Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Denver's offense now set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howell now. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll go play action. Howell. To the A zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Complete. Jefferson to target. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at at the 42. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And the Broncos first down.
I got it. Let it go.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Justin Jefferson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. From the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been a better team by far throughout.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Howell, he'll look to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 14.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, it's caught. Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletions. They're going for more.
Now Howell.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs, racing to the end zone.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Ryland on for the extra point.
Chad Ryland for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Bills. First down.
On first down, Howell.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Howell looking to throw again. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Broncos, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo,